Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday, man. Matt said, I hope the finger song stays forever. We'll find out. Drew said, weren't we supposed to pick a new song, bro? Well, guess what, man? We were supposed to, yes. But did we? Not yet. We have to pick a new song still. What's going on? Wes, what's going on, man? My workout routine. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. We got some coffee, some water. Let's see what Bitcoin's gonna do, man. We're gonna come back down again. We have another big pump to the upside. Let's find out. Yo, Interactive Arc, what's up, man? Teju, I see you waving. What's going on, Shiba? Shiba Inu, I bet you have some Shiba, man. What's up, Fourth Trade? Weren't we supposed to do a lot of things? Yeah, Mike. I don't want to talk about it, man. TK said, I play this at the gym and everyone loves it. Of course. You can obviously jam out to the Fingers Down My Spine song. Did you? What's going on, man? Happy Sunday. Coffee sounds good. It does. It does. I'm drinking some right now. All right, let's talk some Bitcoin charts, man. Bitcoin, as you can see right here, is starting to come back down. Can we hold this level? If we don't hold this level, could get a little shady here in the short term. We'll discuss. We got the weekly close coming up today. We got some interesting stuff maybe coming up this week. Could be an interesting week. It's going to be an interesting week for this weekend. For this week for BTC, if I can talk correctly. All right, let's jump on into it. Let's freaking get busy. Let's get it, man. Wow, look at Bitcoin pumping. Oh my, look at Bitcoin pumping. It's at 22,500. This is ridiculous. Oh my, I was told it was a bear market. Jordan said bear market. Jordan said 14K. I must buy now. Hold on. Let me open up Robinhood. I only have $200. Well, I must FOMO. Okay, I'm going all in. Yes, we currently have surveillance on Horse Guy's Robinhood account. Yes, you know what to do now. Do it like we've done it every single time Bitcoin is pumped and all the bulls have fallen for it. You know what to do next. You know what to do. Dump it harder than you ever dumped it before on the CPI. Dump it. What? I was told this was the rally. You've got to be kidding me. Love when Horse Guy passes out. Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy freaking Sunday. Another pump. Another drop. So far. Let's see if Bitcoin wants to continue this drop. 20,007, right around 20,800. Does Bitcoin want to continue this drop, or is this just a little pullback before continuation to the upside? Let's discuss. Let's freaking discuss. What's going on, Digi? You missed the piano this weekend? Yeah, I guess I did too. Here we go. Gravity is really having its way with this dude's chin. That's messed up, man. We'll drink some coffee before we get started here. All right, we got 400 peeps in here. We got 100 likes, so smack up the like button to new all-time highs. And maybe Chris will come, and Chris, our boy MM Crypto, will come on the show today. All right, so 20,775. What are we doing here? Well, let's see where we want to hold first. So short term, we want to hold these lows. You see down here, 20,600. We don't want to break these lows right here. This is the 15-minute chart. We break those lows. We're probably coming all the way back down to at least 20,300 here in the short term. So let's hope, at least short term, that we hold those lows for the bulls. All right, for the bulls. Elliot said strong base. You know the strong base is coming. First of all, I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. It was a nice weekend this weekend. Today I went to the park, read a book in the park. You guys might be making fun of me. Jordan just say he read a book in the park? Is that what he said he did? Is he serious right now? Yes, I read a book in the park. Come at me. I did read a book in the park today. Okay, I did read a book in the park. It was fantastic. I actually generally had a good time with it. I'm not gonna freaking lie. Days you say it's coming down until it doesn't. Facts. All right, let's go look at some of these time frames here. I'm looking at a couple different things, guys. In order for the bulls to stay a little bit bully, right? We don't want our bulls to get salty, right? We want to continue to kick the bears in the nuts. It could kind of continue this little uptrend that we've seen for the past week. But there's a couple things I want to go over today, and this week is going to be a very interesting week, man. Very interesting week. We have the CPI report coming out on Wednesday. We got the Pi cycle cross that looks like it's going to cross this week, depending on where we kind of end up at the weekly close tonight, which is happening in 56 minutes, by the way. There's a couple levels we want to hold here in the short term for our lovely bull. So if you look at the hourly time frame, I want to see this trend line hold right here, right? I was kind of watching this throughout the weekend. Could we be forming some type of bull flag? Well, I'll say this. It's not going to be a bull flag if this level right here breaks. If you can also see on the 1 hour time frame, we got the 200 EMA also sitting right here at about 20,800. So I'm looking for the 1 hour to close above the 200 EMA and also close above this downtrend of support, right? If we want this to continue in some type of bullish faction. If this level right here breaks on a close, oh man, we definitely have a little bit more downside here in the short term. Probably coming back down to take these vector candles. If we're looking down here, we got some vector candles down here in this range to take, at least coming back down there, which is, about 20,400, which is not a significant move, but I mean, definitely a move that we have to pay attention to here. Here in the short term. And what are we looking for mostly? Well, Jordan, did you really think that this pump was going to last? It was so obvious that there was no volume. All the bulls were getting pumped on Twitter. It was so obvious. Like I always like to say, I am literally 90 years old and I could see this was a fake pump. But all the bulls fell for it again, despite there being no volume on the Bitcoin charts. Zero volume on the Bitcoin charts. You friggin' idiot bulls. My balls touched the floor, and I know it wasn't a real rally. Christ. Love when Mike gets pissed. I actually generally like when Mike gets pissed. It's kind of nice. Let's see. I'm waiting for the BART to finish. Drew, we don't want no BART here, okay? No, but if this level breaks, we're going to. This is kind of the one bullish thing I'm still looking at here. Possible bullish thing. 4 hour, kind of the same action. We're holding the 50 EMA on the 4 hour time frame, and that's why you're seeing price kind of stick to this general price point right here, right? You guys can see we had 3 4 hour candles just kind of hovering right here. 4 hour candles hovering. What's wrong with his head? There's nothing wrong with his head, man. Why are you making fun of Mike? He's a great guy. Someone said I look like Biden. What the hell? Or did you say Mike look like Biden or like me? Please don't say I do. But in reality right now, we got to watch this 50 EMA right now. Right? We got to watch this 50 EMA because if the 50 EMA can hold, all right, we're still looking at the possible rise, retrace back to the 50, and then we want to see that continuation. But I'll be quite honest, guys. I will be honest. All right?
Rant alert.
We've seen the same price action over and over and over again for BTC, where Bitcoin just goes back to the top of the bear flag that we're going to look at next and then just dumps. Over and over and over again, consistently for the past 7 months, Bitcoin's done the same price action, okay? Now, I'm giving you guys the bullish case scenario first, okay? But you know me. Nothing has changed yet. I've said that a million times. Nothing has changed on the Bitcoin charts, but you know I'm going to give you both sides of the cards, okay? If Bitcoin can hold the 50 EMA, we want to see the retrace. And that's really, at the end of the day, the best case scenario for us at the current moment. All right, we got the 4 hour stock RSI that is bottomed out. All right, so that maybe give us a little bit of momentum that we could go back to the upside here. It's a tough spot though. It's a really tough spot. if I'm going to be quite honest. And I'm seeing... Oh my God, we got people beeping out... Oh my God, guys, hold on one second. Job is stuck in traffic. Move! Move! The pi cycle bottom's about to happen. I need to put a short in. Freaking move! I freaking hate New York. Everyone just drives so slow. Just salty you don't have a Lambo, you idiot. You're just salty. Move! Move your freaking Civic! Move your Prius! Just jealous I have a Lambo. I need to put my short in. Pi cycle bottom. It's happening right now. Move! Java's going nuts out here in the streets. Out here in the streets in New York. But yeah, man. I mean, listen. Listen. Good say happening, not a big move up. BTC cooling up for a dump in its diaper. I agree. I'm just giving my possible bullish case scenario first. You know me, nothing has changed. All right? Now let's go talk about the bearish stuff. Okay? Well, it's the same shit that happened up here. The same shiza. The same massive shiza that happened down here. Okay? Nothing has changed here. Okay? If we look at the price action, so far it's the same. And that's kind of what we talked about on Friday. Right? Bitcoin was sitting up here. Right? We looked at the possible W formation highs. All right? We kind of went, all right, cool. Bitcoin looks like it could be making our W. Looks like it got back above. All right, cool. It's trying to come back down and back test. But you just can't see that follow through, man. Bitcoin wants nothing to do with any type of follow through. Okay? What did it do instead? Got back above to the top of the bear flag and dumped again. All right? Once again. Just dumped right back down to the downside. So, I mean, it's the same shit. The same shit that happened up here, if we're going to be quite honest. We had the W formation we were trying to make. We had one candle close above, tried to retest. Instead, we just dumped back down to the bottom. Once again. So, I mean, nothing's really changed. As Savvy would say,
nothing has changed.
Okay? Nothing has freaking changed. And if we want to hear from him, here's what he has to say. I keep trying to tell you guys that nothing has changed. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Okay? I'm a great guest on Jordan's channel today. Nothing has changed, guys. Amazon Fractal. We are still going back down to 3K. It's the same exact pattern that we literally just did a couple months ago that's playing out again. We are going to dump. If you really believed in this pump, you are an idiot moon boy, okay? And you just stop being an idiot moon boy at every single pump. Every single pump we get, you guys keep thinking we're going to the moon, and we keep dumping, guys. We have an Elliott wave, 5-wave, back down to 3K. Stop thinking we're going higher. Come on, guys. Come on. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Do you see the world? Okay? .com bubble all over again. Okay?
Nothing has changed.
Thank you, Savvy. But, no, in all honesty, guys, I mean, nothing has freaking changed. Okay? It's the same shit. We came back up here again, we're getting rejected. If it was to happen the same way again, we would expect something like this to happen this week. Right? We get a move down. All right, yeah, woohoo, we get a move down. Maybe we get a little more, one more little pump to the upside. All right, cool. Back up to our orange box before dipping again. If it was to play out the same way it did up here. And the same way it did up here. All right? The same way it did. So we'll watch that going into this week. But, yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's a lot of, just the same stuff we've been talking about, Let's see. If you are extremely concerned about short-term price, you're new or over-leveraged. I would generally agree, True. I would generally agree. Man, black coffee is so good. Whoever drinks creamer is an idiot. I just said that on Friday. I said I got a sweet coffee, and I said anyone who drinks black coffee is an idiot. Now everyone who drinks creamed coffee is an idiot. I got black coffee going right now. I drank black coffee this morning too. It's fantastic. If you use creamer, you're an idiot. Okay, you're an absolute idiot.
Rant alert.
No, I'm just kind of playing. I don't see a reason as to why we would even rally up anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, the only chance is maybe inflation comes in lower on Wednesday. Do we really think that's going to happen, though? Right? Let me ask you guys this. Let me actually do a poll in the chat. Let me do a poll in the chat because I think Wednesday is going to be huge. Why? It's an interesting week, man. Pi cycle bottom, okay, is most likely going to cross on the close today, okay? Yeah, I mean, it's almost, I mean, look at it in the weekly time frame. It's pretty much almost certain that this is going to cross today, okay? Or going to cross on this week. What has that meant in the past? Let me actually do a poll real quick. Let me do this right here. Do you think Wednesday, do you think inflation will be lower this month? Let me ask this. Do you think inflation will be lower this month? Let me know in the chat. All right. I don't think it will. I think that's hoping for something. The pi cycle bottom is going to cross. We also have the CPI that's going to come out on Wednesday. This could be the perfect timing here. Okay, the perfect timing. You can't make this shit up, in my opinion. Okay, if this comes out bad on Wednesday. Okay, if this comes out bad on Wednesday, you know what that typically is meant in every single consolidation. This comes out bad, Bitcoin dumps to new lows. All right, cool. Get the pi cycle cross this week. All right, cool. The past 2 times they've crossed, right? The past 2 times they crossed, I will say this, man. I will say this. This time they crossed one. You bottomed that week. Okay, you had a pretty significant drop that week, but you bottomed. All right. The week after that, or the time before that, we crossed back in 2015. You crossed right here. You had 2 more red weeks, but you ended up bottoming out. So, what does this tell us? What does this tell us? Based off history, this is almost great timing in my opinion. Why? Because even if you get bad news, okay, you would expect within the next 2 weeks Bitcoin bottoms, and I don't think that's relatively out of the question. Now I need to see how much Bitcoin drops. If Bitcoin drops to, say, 14K within the next 2 weeks, it's not too shabby. If Bitcoin drops to 10K within the next 2 weeks, that's even better. But that would be freaking awesome. I need to see how Bitcoin reacts to this news on Wednesday. And I need to see what the news actually happens, because the timing is literally impeccable, in my personal opinion. Let's see. No. Let me see you guys are saying to the poll. So, we had a bunch of votes coming in. Do you think inflation will be lower this month? We have 68% of people said no. Okay, so people aren't very positive or aren't very excited about this. Okay, now if we want some hope, let me bring on my good friend here. I am George. We're all George. Guys, inflation will be lower this month. Okay, inflation will be lower this month. Look at the good news we have going on right now. Okay, look at the housing market. Okay, we have a giant housing crash in Austin, Texas. Okay, we literally have, literally, record amount of houses going up for sale. Okay, supply and demand, that tells us that we're not in a recession. Okay, literally all-time highs, houses on sale. No one wants to buy them. Okay, we also have record credit card usage, extremely bullish. Okay. And quite frankly, just the rising prices everywhere just makes me extremely bullish that people have the money, that we're going to go back to the upside. So, guys, we are bullish. Stay strong. Fear and greed index is clumped up, and we are going to go back to the upside, guys. Everything looks bullish around the world right now. Okay, literally everything looks bullish. Okay, now let's do some Q&A. Let's see. Excited for things to come. How low will it go? I think that's the question we all have, man. It's gonna go up, though. Don't worry. It's gonna go up. No, but in all honesty, man, I mean, you guys know my take. I mean, my general thought process has not changed here. We have some more interesting stuff to go to today. Bullish around 9K. I mean, I would say 14K and 10K. It's interesting levels to watch for. I think those are the 2 levels that pretty much everyone's watching for. Now, a couple different things here. All right? A couple different things here on the daily chart that I want to look at here. Oh, excuse me, man. A couple different things here. I actually want to look at this real quick. Let me actually zoom out real quick. One more thing on the daily. Here's what I'm looking at for a dump, guys. The 2 last big dumps that we got, we kind of had one thing that kind of gave us that precursor that we're going to see that next leg down. And this is sort of just kind of a simple thing to look at, but I wanted to point this out. I mean, in both times, we were kind of had these consolidations that we came up, right? You had this upwards consolidation. As soon as you broke, and you had the same upwards consolidation on the RSI, on the daily, all right? As soon as you broke that right here, if you actually look, this kind of it gave you a precursor what was going to happen to price. If you look right here, when the RSI broke that trend line to the downside, Bitcoin was still up here, all right? So you had a lot of time to take that in, and as soon as this broke, that was the sign that Bitcoin was going to get that next leg to the downside, all right? If you look at the same thing right here, when Bitcoin broke this uptrend on the RSI right here, right there, it happened right on this candle right here, which was right at the highs. You still had plenty of time to get out before that next move to the downside started. I'm going to watch that same thing coming up here. We have this one's, we only have really 2 touches on this one, but you can see that we have the same kind of upward sloping channel on the RSI. I'm looking for this to break. Now, when will it break? You still got a lot of room to go here, but as soon as that trend line breaks this time, I will not be hesitating to say that I think that's going to be the point where the next leg is going to start going. Now, like I said, if history was to repeat, I mean, you're probably going to bounce around in here for maybe a couple more days before coming back down, if history was to repeat. But that's one thing I'm going to be looking for going forward. It is as soon as you break this upward sloping trend line again, right here, that's going to be the point where you just get absolutely crushed. So going forward, that's what we got to look at here, man. All right. But we were moon boys. Hey, everyone loves to be moon boys at some point, man. It's fun to be a moon boy. Why? Because when you're a moon boy, usually prices are looking pretty good, right? Right. Lately, if you're a moon boy, you look like Rover. What's going on, guys? It's Rover. It's Rover here. We are going to absolutely pump to the upside. We have a massive, massive rising wedge. Or look at this falling wedge to the downside, guys. Let's go look at this. My name's Crypto Rover. Let's go look at the massive falling wedge right here. Okay? This is totally, totally legit TA. We only have 2 touches on this, and we only have 2 touches on this trend line right here. But this is a massive, massive falling wedge that is going to play out to the upside. We're about to see a massive pump. I smell it all the way up to 32,300. A massive pump. I smell it in my 2 nostrils right now. Okay. I don't even want to do Rover because he doesn't piss me off, but his face kind of creeps me out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. There's a couple more things I want to look at, but, you know, what are you guys saying in the chat here? Calling a dump now is like calling 100K at 60K? I would say, I would generally disagree with that. The reason why I would disagree with that is because in hindsight at 69K, you had the talks of rate hikes coming in, you had the talks of a recession coming. The difference is you had a lot of bearish shines at the top, whereas right now, is there any bullish shines? I guess that's sort of the difference that we have now. Okay, is there any bullish shines? There are so many bullish shines. I just bought. That's a bullish sign, right? I bought a couple days ago. When I buy, prices go up. That's bullish, right, Jordan? That's bullish. Gas prices dropped like 20 cents. That's bullish. The difference is, there any bullish signs? Right? I would argue no. I would argue no. Bear on bear. Let's see. All right. But anyways, let's get out of that talk. What else we got? What else we got? Weekly time frame. Man. So far. I mean, this week just looks like you dumped. You came back up to the 200-week SMA. And you got a fat rejection off the 200 SMA. All right? So far, that's what that kind of looks like here. I mean, when you zoom out, I mean, it's kind of funny sometimes when you zoom out, man. When you zoom out, this is the pump. This is the candle we got pumped over this past week. And when you zoom out, it is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like, it's really freaking funny, man. That's the pump that we got pumped over this week. All right? What's going on, guys? It's Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill, the Bitcoin Maxi. Look at this giant weekly candle right here. Pump it. This is why you need to be a Bitcoin Maxi. Do you see this giant green candle right here? This was the reason we were going back to the upside, guys. Holy shit. And that's why I'm a Bitcoin maxi, because of this green candle right here. You guys need to be Bitcoin maxis. Screw all your shit coins. All your shit coins suck. You need to be a Bitcoin maxi. You need to be a freaking Bitcoin maxi, man. No, but this was the candle everyone was getting pumped over this week. In reality, it's just slightly funny. Which is slightly funny, man. Let's see. When I zoom out, I see M formation continuation to the downside. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Nothing really changed. Interactive, so you're the best store and keep up the good work. Appreciate you watching that, Interactive. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for freaking hanging out. But I want to be honest, guys. Like, I think this week is going to be a big week, and I think this week could be the week that we see lower prices. But it's all going to come back down to what happens on Wednesday. And I'm willing to say this, man. If Wednesday comes out and ends up being inflation ends up being lower than it was last month, we're going to pump. If inflation ends up being higher, we're going to dump. That's pretty much what I'm expecting to happen this week. Okay? And I will say this again, all right? Another rant alert for you guys.
Rant alert.
Okay? I do believe that we're closer to the bottom than the top. And I'm gonna agree with my guy Alex Becker. Okay? The lower we go, the better opportunities we're going to have. Okay? The people who are going to accumulate, in my opinion, from here on out, are going to be the real winners in a couple, and however long it takes to go up. It's all about how much patience you're going to have with the market. Okay? So if we do see negative price action this week, okay, you got to be ready to take advantage, man. You can't. I know everyone wants to sit on the sidelines. The absolute. Everyone's favorite word is pico bottom. That word kind of pisses me off right now. Everyone, pico bottom. It's like the Twitter lingo now. The people who take advantage from this price action on are going to be the true winners when you look back at it. All right, and it's not even just Bitcoin, it's altcoins too. I know people say altcoins are going to get wrecked. I don't know if they're going to get as wrecked from this point as people think. That's just my personal opinion. We haven't really seen Bitcoin dominance go nuts. Yeah, man, it's like when you zoom out, man. All right? When you zoom out, it is funny because more people, if you think about it, more people wanted to buy up here. More people wanted to buy Bitcoin up here than people want to buy Bitcoin down here. And it's kind of the same thing that happens continuously. I will say, I think Bitcoin can drop as low as 10K. But the people who buy in this range right here, okay? The people who buy from 20K to 10K, this giant range, I think it's entirely possible Bitcoin drops to 10K. But that range, to me, when you look back at it, is going to be basically this range here, okay? Where if you bought Bitcoin anywhere in this range over here, you bought altcoins anywhere in this range down here, you absolutely killed it in 2021, okay? So I know people like you want to pinpoint the absolute bottom with every single dollar you have. Guess what? It's probably not going to happen, okay? Even the smartest people in 2018, 2019, 2020 probably didn't pinpoint the absolute bottom, all right? But that's the way I'm looking at the market right now. You buy in this, anywhere in this orange box, you're going to look back at it, and it's going to be like buying in this orange box here. It's really it. Everyone lining up. As my favorite meme is everyone lining up to buy BTC up here at 69K. Yeah, no one wants to buy down here. And that's why, consistently, what does the market do? It takes money from the idiots and gives it to the smart people over and over and over again, man. Over and over and over again. That's really what the market does. Okay? Why? I mean, once again, we could have made better decisions. But, the biggest idiots buy up here, and the smartest people are going to buy down here. It's going to be rinse and repeat. So it's going to be rinse and repeat. That's really all it is. So at the end of the day, we can be super, super bearish, okay? But the reason you be bearish is because you're looking for the best opportunities to buy at the end of the day, all right? So you guys, I'll keep saying this, man. Just make sure you're ready. Whatever your plan is. If your plan is to buy a 14K, just be ready for your plan. If your plan is to buy a 10K, just be ready for your plan. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. The smartest money made the bottom. Sure. Hope it doesn't wick down below 10K for your sake. Well, that wouldn't matter. If it wicked below 10K, it doesn't matter, man. It's all short-term price action. That's the funny part I find with a lot of people. Like, guys, if you can't handle the current price action, you would have not been able to handle over here. Okay? I will pretty confidently say that. If you can't handle the current price action, which this price action is deadly, man. I mean, from the move from 40 to almost 50K all the way down to 17K, these weeks were absolutely deadly, man. I mean, this is some of the most deadly price action we've seen for Bitcoin in its history, okay? If you got through that, I think you can pretty much get through anything. At this point, you know, it's a move from 50K to 17K is about a 64% move, okay? A move from where we are right now to 10K is about a 50% move. So that would even be a less move than it was at 50K to 17K. So listen, man, at the end of the day, I think we're all here for the same reason, right? We want to accumulate Bitcoin at a low price and ride it back up whenever it goes up. So just be ready this week. I think there's a lot of things pointing to this week being an important week, you know? I'm buying from now on down. Exactly, man. If you and that's the funny thing too, man. If you look at like what the big money does, they buy on the way down. They don't wait for the absolute bottom, and they sell on the way up. And that's what I'm going to be doing, man. It is what it is. If some of my buys are down temporarily, I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit, because you can look at a bunch of the top addresses. They're buying on the way down, man. They don't give a shit about a couple months. They don't give a shit about that. And then when the price starts going back up, guess what? They're going to be taking profits. That's what they did in 2020, and that's what they're going to do next time again. Right? If you go back and look at on-chain data for the top addresses, what did they do? They accumulated all on the way down in the bear market, and they started selling right here at like 14K. They started taking money out of the market. They didn't wait for the exact top. Okay? That's what I'll be doing next time. Right? That's the biggest lesson I learned in 2021 is don't care about short-term price action and take profits as soon as the price starts going back to the upside. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. That's my quick little rant for right now. Quick little rant. And honestly, my guy Alex would totally agree with me. Come on, get up here. Get up here, Becker. Come on, Becker. Get your salty ass up here, man. What's going on, guys? It's Alex Becker again. Jordan is totally right. If you're not buying these levels anywhere below, if Bitcoin drops to 14K and you're not buying, you're a freaking pleb. If Bitcoin drops to 10K and you're not buying, you're a freaking pleb. What are you waiting for? 3K? Ridiculous, man. All you were lining up to buy altcoins when Bitcoin was at 60K, yet Bitcoin drops to 14, 10K and you won't buy shit? The hell is wrong with you, man? The hell is wrong with you? It's ridiculous. It's all I see in this space. People want to buy the tops and buy the bottoms. Guys, I am the sexiest man on earth and one of the wealthiest men on earth because I buy bottoms and sell tops, not do the opposite. Okay?
I'm gonna buy the top and I'm gonna sell the
Freaking
bottom,
ridiculous,
guys.
man. What are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for? You guys have been waiting forever. Yeah, market's gonna go back up again. You're gonna start FOMOing again because that's how the market works. Christ, man. All right, that's all I have to say. I'm so sexy. Okay, my eyes are great. I have six pack abs, and you guys are poor. See ya. I love Alex Becker now, man. I used to not like Alex Becker, but he's actually one of my favorite people to watch and follow because he just doesn't give two Fs. All right. Alex Becker, just another jack off. Clint. Clint doesn't like Alex Becker. I would think that Alex Becker and Clint would not get along. Those are probably like two personalities that would just freaking clash like crazy, man. In my opinion. But who knows? All right. So let's continue on. What else we got here? So let's go to the same chart. The DXY, man. Everyone's talking about the DXY going absolutely nuts. We got 28 minutes until the weekly close today. I'm excited for the weekly close, man. How about you guys? What's Bitcoin doing right now? I ranted for a while. Bitcoin's sitting at 20,856, and nothing really changed. What I'll say about the short-term price action for BTC, guys, is we do have this red vector candle right here. Okay, so short-term, are they going to rise it back up? At least take this red vector? Probably. And once again, the case for the bulls here in the short term, okay, just like always, the case for the bulls is they hold this support and they make this into a W pattern here, okay? They make this into a W reversal back up to the upside. Hallelujah. We're off to the races. But that's the bullish case scenario. That's definitely the bullish case scenario. Choking out a peanut, man. I'm choking on a friggin' peanut. You just say you're choking on a nut? I always knew Jordan ate nuts. What a I knew it. I knew Jordan ate peanuts. And not even peanuts. I knew he ate nuts. Christ, man. I knew it. I friggin' knew it. Get out of here, Bob. Get out of here, Bob. Bob's choking on nuts, too. But I think short term, we at least come back up and take this red vector, okay? At least in the short term. So let's see what Bitcoin does. From there on, we got to see what we want to do here. I mean, this is an interesting level right here. Interesting level. I'm choking on freaking nuts right now, man. All right, DXY. DXY is going nuts. We looked at on Friday that Bitcoin can still bottom with the DXY going up. To say that it can't is just go look in the past. The Bitcoin usually bottoms when the DXY is going up. But right now, I mean, we're sitting right at this level here, which is kind of this local peak looking left right here. This is our next big point for the DXY that we want to. We have a couple different levels here on this. If you actually extend this over, it's actually a pretty big level looking left. Extend this all the way over like this. Okay, you got previous peaks, previous supports all throughout here. So this is a big level for the DXY. If that breaks, oh, hallelujah for us, man. If that breaks, man. Are we going to see all the way up at 120? So let's find out. I mean, these are the next big levels I'm looking at. If this level right here breaks 107, man, 120 would not be terribly out of the cards looking left. I mean, that would not be. I mean, straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. You have a little local peak here, but I mean, that could definitely be in the cards there. For the DXY, if that wants to break this 107 level. That would not be good for BTC. A couple other things. Nasdaq, going into this week on the Nasdaq. Let's see. Was I reading poems to Maya in the park? No, I was actually reading I'm into, I went to school for computer science, so I'm into like programming and stuff like that. So I was actually reading an educational book on Python, actually. So that's what I was doing. Listen, I'm not. You guys might look at me like I'm an idiot. I'm actually not. So, anyways, you might look at me an idiot. You know. Jordan thinks he's so freaking smart. My God. He is a friggin' idiot. Jordan, we know you're an idiot. You think you're so smart with your doing computer science? Programming? You're not smart. You're a friggin' idiot. You didn't sell the Bitcoin top, yet you're looking at programming books? Like, who do you think you are? I'm smart. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I went to school for art. Okay? Art. All right. Anyways, let's get out of here. So right here. So Nasdaq. Nerd alert. Hey man, nerds get paid. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We're going over here. So Nasdaq falling wedge. What are we looking at here? So this falling wedge on the. I don't know what I just did. I just like neighed like a horse. This falling wedge right here. We're hoping that the Nasdaq can continue to the upside here. Okay, it's kind of sitting right where Bitcoin was on Friday, and that's what it's kind of sketchy. Let's see what the futures look like today. Going into a little bit later in the stream today. Let's see what the futures look like. But right now, right here, right here, man. You got your possible W on the Nasdaq, and you did get the breakout of this wedge. So what we want to see going into next week, okay, is you want to see the continuation here, all right? The breakout of this W, the continuation from this falling wedge. If this gets rejected and just comes back down, all of a sudden you're turning that W into an M formation, and it's gonna start looking a little bit uglier than it did before, okay? So, man, I mean, if this gets rejected right here, I would not be surprised to see the Nasdaq, and we know the Nasdaq's correlated to BTC, or BTC's correlated to the Nasdaq almost perfectly. Okay, we can overlay the charts; it's almost perfection. If this gets rejected right here, I could see the Nasdaq coming all the way back down to like the previous, right before the March of 2020 crash, all the way back down to 9,700, right? Which is, I mean, call me crazy, man. That's like another 15% drop for the Nasdaq. And if the Nasdaq drops 50%, oh boy, you don't even want to know what happened to BTC. Okay?
Dumb bitch.
So we definitely don't want to see that going into next week. We're gonna hope for the upthrust. The upthrust on the Nasdaq. Kind of like how what Jabba was doing yesterday. Melissa, come here. I'm feeling down thrusty. No, get down, get down, get down. Come here, Melissa. Come here. Come here. I'm rich. Come here. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. No, 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 no. Take my red candle. Yeah, my red candle. Not the green one, the red. I don't have any green candles. There's only one red one down there. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for an upthrust. A big upthrust. All right, that's what we're hoping for. I was looking at this earlier. So everyone's talking about oil. Oil's going up. Oil, if we actually if we look at oil, you know, it did break its uptrend. Now, is this gonna last? Okay, is this gonna last? Oil going up, oil going down would be, you know, based off of what we've kind of seen. Is the upthrust on oil gonna last, or is oil gonna start coming back down? In June, oil didn't actually perform that well, and you guys can see right here. You had this upward sloping trend line. It did break down from there. Looks like it's came back up to retest. If this gets a continuation going into this week, I would you know, I would kind of like that. I would kind of like that here. So let's see what happens on oil. If this does get back above this once again, it's not. It's man. I would not want to see that. DXY. So it's the same thing. We already talked about the DXY. We don't want to see the DXY go to 120, man. In the grand scheme of things here. Yeah. Now we wait, man. Now we wait for the weekly close. We got 20 minutes. 20 freaking minutes until the weekly close. Let's see. I think Jordan has multiple personality disorder. Oh, if I did, I would tell you. I would totally tell you. But I don't walk down the street like this. You know, I don't walk down the streets in New York like this. Wow. It's a great day out today, isn't it? No, it's freaking not a great day. Shut up, Jordan. Shut up. It's freezing out today. Can we just go home? No, we're not going home. It's such a great day here in New York. It's such a great day. Wow, look how happy everyone looks in New York. Wow, they all look so happy. So happy. Do you think I look happy? Do you see me? No. All right, get out of here. Let me be myself for a little bit. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. No, I'm not walking down the street like that. I would be I would be a little bit worried if that was the case. Right? Especially if I was going up to people going, I am George, we're all George. I am George, we're all George. We gon' go up, we gon' go up. And people are just looking at me like this. I can't find a good guy. But yeah, I mean, I would hope that's not what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I would generally hope for that. I don't think Jordan flips in the. All right, he walks around his horse guy. That would be even worse. All right, let's see. Would you guys be my friend? If I was, would you guys be friends with horse guy? Let me know in the chat. Would you be friends with horse guy? I would. I don't know, man. We asked this question before. If you had to be friends with one of my brothers, who would it be? Let's see. So do you think inflation will be lower this month? 64% of people said no. Okay, so far not very bullish on that. Bitcoin, 20,866. We sort of said in the short term that we could probably come back up and take this red vector candle here, right? So let me just mark this off as green. Right. So we said short term, we're probably going to come back up into this green box if we want to come back up and take this red vector candle here. Looking up, there's really not much to come up here and take, you know. To the downside, if we want to look at, you know, our basic, if we want to actually do some short-term TA here, okay? So I know you guys love short-term TA. If we look at this, for the moment, we still have 2 yellow vector candles a little bit lower here, like we said. And looking up, there's really not much to take here. I mean, we still have this one big wick here, right? And we know Bitcoin loves to come back up and take the wicks. The question, I mean, it's just an interesting point right now for BTC. It's a very, very interesting point because the question remains, do they want to come back down and take these yellow vectors, or are they going to want to come back up and take this wick up here on the hourly time frame? You know? And I think that's the question that we're all asking here. What are they going to want to do first? You know? 4-hour time frame, we came back down and took all the vector candles already. And we're kind of just chilling on the 50 EMA, right? So sort of like we said, the case for the bulls, at least for the short term, is you hold this, you retrace the 50, you come back up. I mean, do you break that 800 EMA? I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt you break that 800 EMA, at least at the moment, okay? So even if you do get some type of bounce here, which I think would just be a little short-term rally, I mean, you got to assume that's going to turn into an M formation. You're going to continue down to the downside, right? So we're at an interesting point right now. Interesting point, in my opinion, where short term, I can see it going either way. But if history is to play out, we would expect the same thing to happen like we did every single time, which is Bart Simpson coming out to play again. Okay, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we bring Bart over. We would expect the same thing to play out again, which is just a Bart Simpson all the way back down to the lows. But right now, hasn't quite happened yet, right? So we're at a fun point. I think this week's gonna be fun. It depends on your definition of fun, right? Is a red week fun? Maybe not to some people. Is a green week fun? Maybe not to some people. You know, depends on which side of the coin you're on, I guess. Which side of the coin, no pun intended, like we always say. You love Victor? Let's see. See what you guys are saying in the chat. I will literally take anything but sideways action. Oh, me too. Sideways action sucks. Let me ask you guys, what do you guys think? Let's do another poll. And do you, actually, let me know in the chat. Just let me know in the chat. Do you think this week will be green or red? Do you think this next weekly candle going into next week will be green or red? Let me know in the chat. I want to know what you guys think. Let's back up that like button, by the way. Let's get to 500 likes tonight. Let's get to 500 likes. Let's friggin' kill it. Let's try to get 1,000 people in here, all right? Try to get it for the weekly close. So let's back up that like to the 500 likes. Last stream, someone botted up the likes, man. It's freaking annoying. Don't do that, please. If you're out there, don't do that. It doesn't help. It actually hurts the stream, all right? So I appreciate that. Ethereum. Here's what I'm looking at for ETH, man. Is Ethereum, and this is purely speculation too, is Ethereum forming some type of ascending triangle pattern? Okay? Now, this can be validated. These are just based off probabilities, okay? No pattern is and I hate everyone say, hey, this pattern's bullish, this pattern's bearish. No, you're going based off probabilities. Now, probability speaking, ascending triangles break to the upside, more to the downside, but they can still break to the downside. So here's sort of what I'm watching for Ethereum. You guys can see that. I mean, we clearly just get rejected off this high here once, twice, 3 times. But so far, we are making higher lows. We have 1 touch. We have 2 touches coming up. Okay? Everyone's saying red. God. What is that going to say? So Clint said red. Toomey said red. How can you guys say green? Red, red, red. Super freaking red. Red, red, red. I don't think one person said green. What does that tell you? I don't know, man. I mean, listen. I mean, if you bet red every single week, you would be a really, really good gambler at this point. So I can't knock it, man. I mean, if I had to bet, I would say red too. I'm not gonna freaking lie. I think anyone with the correct, if you had to put your money on it, I don't know if there's any way that you bet green this week. It's easy to say when there's nothing on the line, okay? But if I had to put my money on it, I'm betting on a red week. All right, definitely. Everyone, I don't believe you if you're saying green, because it takes you no stakes to say green. George said green. Oh God, red. Everyone's saying red. But no, I mean, in reality, I mean, here's what I'm watching for. If there's any case for a bear, I mean, it looks likely that ETH wants to come back down and take this support level here, which is back down at, like, funny enough, 1111. If this breaks, all right, sayonara, because here's the thing about Ethereum, man. Here's the thing about Ethereum is you had the W pattern. You're going to see this just basically sums up every altcoin. You had the W pattern. You failed to break out, okay? Because what did we talk about on Friday? You wanted to see the continuation, the back test continuation. You couldn't even break out. You got rejected at this point, okay? So now the issue is you're coming back down. And what do we have here for Ethereum at the lows, man? We have wicks, okay? We have wicks. We don't have victors, but we have the wicks, okay? We have the freaking wicks. Hold on. Where's my guy, Pencil Neck? This all Jordan talk about is Victor candles and wicks? This is ridiculous, man. What happened to the real TA? What happened to patterns? What happened to everything? All he talks about is wicks. Who cares about wicks? A monkey could tell me there's a wick down there. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Why are we even looking at Ethereum? It doesn't even matter. Bitcoin is what matters. My God, man, that's why I'm the smartest guy in this freaking chat. Like Christ. No, but honestly, man, you got these wicks down here that we still haven't came back down and taken for Ethereum. All right? If it comes back down this week and it breaks these lows, it's probably going to come back down into this green box, man. Okay? So, once again, this basically sums up pretty much every altcoin. If you look left, we go out to the weekly, right? Once again, it's fun. It's funny what everyone was getting pumped over this week. Like, actually pumped. This is what we were getting pumped over this price action. But no, I mean, if we look left, I mean, I would say the next logical level for ETH, man.
In the chat, it says 47th birthday. Happy birthday, Red. All the best.
Happy birthday, Red, man. It's his 47th birthday. Shout out to Red, man. Everyone say happy birthday to Red in the chat. Let's get a little pump song going for Red, man. Happy birthday to you, man. I know the charts are a little shady, but hey, let's have a little fun for Red. Let's get a little dance going for Red, guys. Happy birthday, Red. Let's get it, man. Shout out to you, Handleton. Appreciate you. Let's go, man. Come on, man. No, but, all right, here we go. I miss dancing like this every day. Remember when we used to dance like this every day? Can't wait to those days. We could just dance every single day, man. I don't like sitting up here and being bearish. I want to be bullish every day. No, but I mean the next levels we're looking at for ETH. If I'm just gonna put some levels here. Previous 2018 little peak here, so we're looking at 785. And I mean after that, I mean you're talking. You're talking. I would say the bottom of this vector here at like 682. So yeah, I would look at 790 to 682. Could drop below that. Those would just be the next levels I'm looking at if he does break down here. All right. So just pay attention to this week. Like I said, man, it really all comes down to what happens on Wednesday, you know. So just trying to keep it real. It comes down what happens on Wednesday. Headed down. Let's see. So everyone thinks next week is going to be red, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting. I mean, I guess it's what happens in a bear market. I mean, everyone can guess bearish and be right. Just kind of like in a bull market, everyone can guess bullish and be right, you know, for the most part. It's kind of the same thing, you know, kind of the same thing. That's how you know that's how you know you're in a bear market is when everyone's bearish and you still go lower. Just like when you're in a bull market where everyone's bullish and you still go higher. I guess that's kind of how it works.
Rant alert.
You know. $100 ETH. Holy moly. Let's see. Let's see. Kick the bears in the nuts. We just need a pump song for lower prices to DCA into. Facts. We need a red weekly in honor of red. Hey, we're due for a red if we're gonna play the casino, man. I mean, we're due for red. We're definitely due for red. All right, what else we got, man? I mean, listen, every alt looks the same. I mean, if you look at, say, for Solana, for example, right? Solana's chart looks almost the same as ETH. It's just that Solana didn't even come back up and test the W formation highs, right? So Solana, which we were looking for the same formation, couldn't even make it back up to the orange box of resistance. It just went up here and just started to come back down. So same thing for Solana, man. We don't want to see this upward sloping support break. If this upward sloping support breaks, that's going to be the point where you're looking for another drop, you know? And if you actually look at Solana, could give us a little clue, because if you look at Solana, remember we were talking about that upward sloping on the daily? Solana's coming up to it, you know? So that could give us a slight indication of what could happen with Solana possibly. Because it's the same thing we're looking at with Bitcoin. Upward sloping support line. If this breaks on the RSI, which is closer than price action, look at how close you're getting, man. If that breaks, I mean, you got to assume that price action usually follows the break of the RSI, man. And that's awfully close. One more red day and that could break. So just beware there. I'm sure ETH is pretty close to that too. If we actually bring up the same thing on Ethereum, let's see. Let's see the daily on ETH. I actually want to see if ETH has the same thing going on here, which I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. It might not be as close as, say, Solana, but let's do this. Let's bring this up here. Bring this up. Bring this up. Solana summer. Bring this up. And then we actually, let's do the same thing for ETH. Yeah, ETH is closer than BTC, but it's got a little bit more room to run down. The reason why I'm looking at this, guys, it's kind of pinpointed the last times that we got the major drops is when you saw that break of the RSI. So let's watch that, but it's also getting awfully close there. The suspense is seriously killing me. The suspense, we're going sideways, brother. At least right now. I think Wednesday is going to be the big day, you know? Wednesday is going to be the big day where, you know, we'll see what happens. Either way, you're going to have one side that's salty, man. You know? One side where the salt shaker is going to come out and say, oh, Bitcoin's dumping? No one told me that Bitcoin's dumping. I was told to be bullish. George told me we were bullish. Rover told me we were bullish. That Martini guy told me we were bullish. I blame all my financial decisions on them. Okay? Now let me reply to them on Twitter and tell them how much I'm blaming all my financial decisions on them. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, man. That Martini guy, you told me we were bullish. Bitcoin dumped. You are the reason that I lost all my money. You are the reason I lost all my money. I love people like that on Twitter, man. It's like, yeah, let me put all my life savings on something without doing any of my own due diligence and then just blame everyone else. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I just want to move. Me too, Grant. Me too. Me too, brother. All right, we got 3 minutes into the weekly close. Let's get it, man. Do we have anything we're trying to fight for right now? Not really. I think if anything, guys, we want to get a close above the 50 EMA. So for all my bulls out there, you know what we got to do right now. For the daily close, let's get the horn going, man. I think a lot of the bulls actually want the price to go down, if I'm going to be honest. A lot of bulls just want the price to go down. Keith, what's going on, Keith? Shiba just had a golden cross? Oh, God. Is that actually true, Mike? That's funny, man. All right, all my bulls out there and all my bears, if you want the price to go down, you know, either way. Let's get it. I told you, I'm not going. Okay? I'm not going. I want Shiba to go lower. I'm already broke. I already live in my Barrett's basement and eat meatloaf every single day and drink Mountain Dew. How worse can my life get? Okay? The least I could get is a better Shebit buy-in. I'm not going. I want the price to go down. Screw you bulls. I'm on the bearish side. Wow, Bob, you're bearish? Come here. Let me give you a hug. Come here. Come here. Get the hell away from me, you fat flubber. Get away from me. Get. No, but for all my bulls out there, man, the least we can ask for is they close above the 50 EMA. So let's fight for it. If you're a bear, well, spam the sword, spam the shields, and we will break the 50 EMA. Okay? Bob has a short open. I guess he does. I never thought I'd see the day where Bob wants the price to go down. You know? Let's see. John, it's actually a good point, man. I actually generally agree with you, brother. Let's see. Let's see. I'm with Bob. I think a lot of people are with Bob. You know? All right. So we got 1 minute to the close. Let's see if Bitcoin doesn't do in the close here. Doesn't look like it's doing anything crazy, but we'll still watch. We'll still watch, guys. Let's see. What's going on, Sierra? Marshmallow Java? No, don't make those jokes. I have a short open on a Uni. Can you check it out? Yeah, Mr. Hart, I got you, man. Yeah, you guys, if you want to look at anything, just let me know, man. Just let me know. It can be an altcoin chart. It can be really anything. Any type of pop topic you want me to talk about, let me know. I'll look at it. So I'm going to look at Uni for my guy, Mr. Hart. So we got here. He's got a short open on Uni. Okay. Let's see. Assume you got a short, so let's look at the shorter term time frames here. All right. So what are we looking at here? So you had a red vector. It looks like you came back up, took that red vector. All right, cool. Now we're looking at, let's actually go to, let me fix this here because this is all type of jacked up. Yeah, hourly's getting across to the downside on the stock RSI. I like that. Let me check some other time frames here. Yeah, Uni had the massive move. Uni was the one that was moving up pretty big. Was it on Friday? It was moving up pretty big. Yeah. I mean, so for Uni, I'm just looking for the break of this trend line here. You know, 4 hours bottomed. This is definitely an interesting point, too. Definitely an interesting point. Let me actually bring this up. You have a little bit of bullish divergence on the 4 hour time frame. But it looks like it already kind of played out. Are you going to get a little bit more price action to the upside? Let's find out. And then one more thing I want to look at here is... Yes, this is coming back down. You just don't have any vector candles. Where's my EMAs, man? Holy moly, I feel naked without them. There we go. There we go. All right. So it looks like you're coming back down to the 50. So you just broke the 20. So I think most likely you're probably at least going to come back down to this 50 EMA, which is at 617 at the very, very least. And then you're going to want that to hold. You're definitely going to want that to hold. Well, for you, Mr. Hart, you wouldn't want that to hold. Let me actually take off this Viking helmet, man. Hold on. There we go. It's a little sweaty in there. It's sweaty. We just went to war. We got to cool down a little bit. But, yeah, 1 hour is... Yeah, man, I will say this. I mean, that was a pretty massive move up for Uni. You're pretty overextended from your moving averages. I would say this on this one. The fast move up, the problem is with this is I'd say, all right, you're definitely coming back down. But this last daily candle came back down and recovered this yellow vector here, right? And this 4 hour, let's see. 4 hour, you still have this red vector, this yellow vector candle here. I would say I would rather be short than long at the moment on Uni. You still got this 4 hour candle here to come and take. And you're still overextended from the 50. You haven't backtested your 50 in quite a while. So I could see the point, even if Uni wants to stay relatively bullish, I could see the point where it'd want to flag out like this. Even if it wants to be bullish, which I'm not sure about that, but even if it wants to, I can see the point where it kind of flags out like this, comes back down and take this yellow vector, comes back down and tests the 50, and then gets the move to the upside. If anything, right? If anything. But I mean, most likely, if Bitcoin drops, it's going to drop anyways. So I would say even if I thought it was going up, I still think it comes back down first. Something along the lines of this. Even if it wants to be bullish, which I don't think it's going to remain bullish. But that's kind of how I would project that out if I was to look at it like that. You know? So, yeah, that's what I'd say. I'd rather be short than long on there. Bitcoin, 20,763. Jordan, do you like crossword puzzles? I like games. I lately I've been playing a shitload of checkers. Okay, shitload of checkers, man. And to be quite frank, I'm pretty freaking good. I can beat Horse Guy. Well, where do I move next, Jordan? Wait, Jordan, you were manipulating the board. I went to get a soda, and the board looks different. Not only is crypto manipulated, but Jordan is manipulating the checkers board. He's literally manipulating everything. This is ridiculous. No wonder why you're so good. You cheat. You manipulate. I can be a Horse Guy pretty good. He's easy to beat. Because he just thinks every time you beat Horse Guy in a move, he thinks it's manipulation. So it's pretty easy. He just blames it on manipulation. But yeah, yeah, I've been playing checkers. I like to play games. I'm generally a pretty competitive person in general. Let's see. I'm a checkers champion. Flying, nice. I would beat all y'all in checkers. Every single one of y'all. I beat all y'all in checkers. I will tell you that. Every single one of you. If anybody thinks they can beat me in checkers, let me know. I will kick your ass. I am the king of checkers. Okay? I used to be average. Now I don't lose. Unless I make some stupid mistake. All right. Let's see. So, Bitcoin. Should we get the daily close? Let's see what we got in the daily close. So, daily close, we are sitting at 20,768. All right? So, nothing crazy. I would say this. I mean, the daily looks, it just looks like you got rejected on the W pattern, man. You know? As of right now. All the bulls were hoping for a W pattern. Back test continuation, but you didn't get it. You just got a clear rejection, just like you did up here. W, rejection, move back down to the bottom. You know? It's the same price action. So, you know, we're back to the drawing board now when it comes to the bulls here. Back to the drawing board, if we're going to be honest. 50 EMA still holding. You're kind of just chilling on the 50 EMA right now in the 4 hour. So we're still hoping that holds too. Overall, I mean, yeah, I think this we can do all the TA in the world, but you know, Wednesday's gonna dictate what happens next. Wednesday's gonna dictate what happens next, and I think we all know that. Let's actually check to see the weekly, because we got the weekly close. Did the pi cycle get the cross? Let's see. Oh man, looks like we got a little close. Oh man, we didn't get that. Looks like we got the cross there. Oh man, we didn't get the cross yet. So this extends it out another week, which is slightly annoying in my opinion. Why is this all jacked up right here? Oh, let me refresh this. This is all jacked up. Let me go to Bitcoin. Let me look at on Binance. Bitcoin, USDT. Let's see. Oh wait, this is Bitcoin up. Get out of here, man. I don't want BTC up. Why did that come up first? So weird. Oh, we're on this. That's why. Let's see. Oh, man. You squeaked it out, bro. Look at that. You didn't get the cross yet. So that kind of extends that out now, unfortunately. On Binance, you did get a blue vector candle there, which is interesting on the weekly. Definitely interesting on the weekly. I don't think you see those too often. Let's see. Actually, last time you got a blue vector was right here in 2018. At least on Binance. Yeah, interesting. The last couple times you got blue vectors, if we look at it, it's a couple interesting times. In 2018, you got a blue vector here. You ended up kind of going sideways and then coming back down to that same level again. Right here, you got a blue vector. Ended up kind of going sideways still and then dumping again. Right here, you got a blue vector and then dumped. Right here, you got a blue vector and dumped. So, I mean, you don't get too many of those, it seems. You haven't got one of those in a long time. So, take that for what you will. Looks like most of the times you get one of those, you still kind of continue a little bit lower. So, let's see what happens next, man. But you didn't get the pi cycle bottom cross, so which means you could have this week and possibly next week that the bottom could come in based off the pi cycle bottom. You could have still 2 more potential weeks. But, yeah, that's slightly unfortunate, if you ask me. Let's see. Bottom manipulation. Let's see. Is chess too hard for you? Yes. Chess is too hard. No, I mean, chess takes too much time in my opinion. I'd rather play checkers. Why? Because I'm good at it. If I'm going to be honest. Let's see. James Shark said, check out Sushi in the big time frame. Hitting W. Sushi swap. Just know, just like we saw with Bitcoin though, even if you see the W pattern, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Doesn't mean that you're going to continue up, you know? Let's see. So Sushi, yeah, Sushi, if you go to the daily, is sitting right there too. You know? You gotta wait for the breakout. Because we've seen this many times with BTC. Right here. Right? You got to get back over that level now. You got the 50 EMA coming down. You got the 50 EMA coming down and you're right at resistance. So this is going to be a tough cookie to crack. Tough cookie to crack right here. Really anywhere in this range is going to be a tough cookie to crack for Sushi. So yeah, you still got to break that. I mean, nothing's changed until you break that, but I see what you're saying. Just be aware. You got your daily stocks that are topped out here. All right? If you look at, you know, it could still continue up a little bit higher, but normally when you hit resistance, right here went a little higher, but you know, it's usually a pretty good indicator. I like the daily stock RSI. It's not always 100% accurate. Last time it would cross was right here. Looks like you're topped out right there. So just be careful on this, you know, because you are right at resistance with daily stock topped out. So nothing's really changed there for Sushi. If you can get back over that, all right, hallelujah. You might be looking for happy days there, as my guy Tino would say, but that's really that. Jordan, simple-minded brains can't handle chess. True. I know how to play chess. I just don't really play chess, to be honest. I know how to play. I'm probably like an average chess player. I'm nothing crazy in chess. Cornhole is the best game. Oh, I will destroy everyone in cornhole too. Cornhole. You want to play me in Pong? Pay me in any lawn/drinking game. I will wreck you. I know that's not much to be that's not much to be really bragging about, but that's the case. On the 4th of July we played it's like a modified version of Pong. So basically we have like 2 big teams that stand across from each other. Everyone gets 3 cups, and it's like war. You just like go after each other with a bunch of ping pong balls until the last person is left. If all your cups get gone, you're out. We kicked ass. All right, we kicked freaking ass. My team kicked ass. Once we had our full team, we did not lose. We just kicked everyone's ass, and that's how I roll. Maya said I'm not really that great at checkers either. Did she say that? Oh, no, I do not. No. All right. Who's won the last, 10 games?
Yeah. I win. Also.
Let's see. All I heard was you say you were, cornholing or something about balls. Listen, I am the best. No,
you're not.
I had Bob on my team, okay? And we still won. What? All these balls are hitting me in the face! How do I even play this game? Shit! I just keep getting hit in the face. Bob! No, Bob, just catch them in your mouth. Just when people throw them, open your mouth and catch them. And throw it. And throw it. Just do it. I can't catch. I'm not good at anything. I don't want to play this game. Can I leave? I don't want to play. Just think about who my partners were. And we still won, so keep that in mind. I'm just shooting the shit, guys. We've talked about, I mean, you guys know, like, it's Sunday. Price action's kind of slow. So, I mean, that could obviously change. I mean, Bitcoin is sitting right at a support level, right? Right at the 50 EMA. So it is important support. If this breaks, we could see significant lows. But, yeah, right now we're just kind of chilling, right? I think we pretty much talked about everything we want to talk about here for the most part. Let's see what everyone's saying in the chat. All I heard is a lot of balls were being handled. I'm not gonna... Let's see. You should play us in checkers like how Ben C plays chess against his streamers. I'd play you guys in checkers. Why not? You'd have to manipulate the balls. Go down? Yes. Nothing has really changed. All right, let's go back to BTC. All right, BTC's trying to come back down to the lows. Hasn't quite done it yet. We're just going to kind of hang out, watch Bitcoin short-term price action. Trying to come back down to the lows. Really hasn't quite done it just yet, but that's what we're going to watch for, man. Thanks for everyone hanging out tonight, man. What you guys want to happen for the Bitcoin? While we watch Bitcoin's price, what do you guys want to happen? We're gonna sit and chit chat. What do you guys want to happen next? Let me know. Do you want Bitcoin to go lower? Do you want Bitcoin to pump from here? Let me know. Let me know. What's everyone's game plan going forward? I'm interested because we are in the meat and potatoes of, you know, what I think is going to be one of the, for a lot of people in this chat, is going to be the most important. Where the most important financial decisions are going to be made. Arguably, I would argue this. For a lot of people here in the chat, I think the most important financial decisions that you're going to make in your whole life might be coming up within the next year or so. Okay? In my opinion, you know, I could be wrong. So I like to see what you guys are doing, you know? And, you know, because I'm just one guy up here. You guys are all your own people. I don't care. I'm good either way. Would you guys generally agree that the next year, I would say the next year is going to be some of the most important times you're gonna make in your financial life. I think because what have we said, guys? People who have to capitulate in times like this, that just creates opportunities for others to step in, right? People who were not smart with their money for the previous bull market, people who were over leveraged. Those people are going to get wiped out, and the people that, I guess, have some money on the sidelines are going to be people who are going to make the most money when the market starts going back up. I mean, that's really it. That's really it. You think you're right, Mob? I'd like you to stop pounding the shit out of that water bottle. You like me pounding the shit out of the water bottle, man. For sure. People who have money want it to go down. People who don't want it to go up. Facts. That's actually a great way to say it, Icy. November bottom? Yeah, I mean, November would be the bottom typically. I mean, I think everyone's talked about this. I try to stay away from the stuff that everyone's talking about. But you guys know, I mean, typically Bitcoin bottoms a year after the top. Okay? A year after the top would be, as we like to know, would be November 7th, right? Which is still another, I mean, it's actually not, it's only 4 months away. 4 months goes a long time. Remember, 4 months was like March. I feel like March was like 2 weeks ago. It's already almost August. You know what I'm saying? So time goes by fast. Typically Bitcoin bottoms a year after the highs. Okay? Which is definitely interesting the way I look at the market. And something we looked at in the member stream was Bitcoin also usually bottoms about 56 weeks. Was it 50? No, it was like 72 weeks before each of the two previous halvings. And that also puts it right around November as well. So a lot of interesting stuff going on there. Once again, we got the Pi cycle bottom indicator that's going to cross within the next couple of weeks. assuming price action stays where it is.
What I want BTC
What's going to be right,
stay
right?
low
What's going to be
for
right?
Another 3 months at least. I would like another year. I'm long-term bullish, but I got
Let's
into
see.
cryptocurrency last year, so I need to catch up low.
Jacob, what's going on, man? What I want BTC to do is stay lower for about another 3 months at least. I would like another year. I'm long-term bullish, but I got into cryptocurrency last year, so I need to catch up. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people, Jake. I would generally agree with that. I've always said, like, the lower Bitcoin goes... All right, let's go back to BTC short-term price action here. The lower Bitcoin... All right, Bitcoin's coming back to the lows on the day, guys. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Bitcoin's at the lows. We got some action. We got some action. A lot of people... and this is kind of a quick rant alert real quick, guys. Like,
Rant alert.
the lower Bitcoin goes and the lower it stays there for, the more money you'll make when the price goes up. So it's all about, what do you want? Do you want short-term benefit and making less money? Or do you want longer-term benefit and making more money? Okay, it all depends on what you want. Do you want quick gains, or do you want more gains that takes longer? You know, I guess everyone has their preference, and it probably depends on how long you've been in crypto for in the first place, right? If you just got in the last year, you probably wouldn't mind if it went sideways for a little bit. If you got in years ago, you're probably just ready for the price to go up. I mean, it probably depends. Probably depends. All right, here we go. 20,680. We're testing the lows.
Dump it.
Is it going to break? Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to break? Why not both? True. Start buying BTC now, or took those wicks? Yeah, we took the wicks. Start buying BTC now or work for it the rest of your life. True. I want range. I love trading ranges. Yeah, people like to trade too. So Bitcoin's back down to its orange box of support. 1 touch, 2 touches. You want to see this hold. If that doesn't hold, we're looking at... I mean, we're trying to break some important moving averages here. We got the 200 EMA in the 1 hour time frame. Looking to break. We got this bull flag that we wanted to play out, looking to break. And we got the 50 EMA on the 4 hour looking to break. So we got important moving averages breaking. We got important supports breaking. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Let's see. Jordan hates long questions. Mr. Easy said, shout out to Horse Guy. Oh, Horse Guy's getting really nervous right now, man. What the? No! What the? I thought this was the pump. All the bulls on Twitter told me we were pumping again. I keep falling for it again and again and again. This is like the 8th time. All you people in the chat that said Bitcoin was going back to 30K short term. What the hell? Why do you keep being bullish? Why do I keep being bullish? We're so dumb. All us bulls in the chat are so dumb. Oh, man. It's crazy, man. Bitcoin just does the same thing over and over and over again. You know what? It's almost at that point where Bitcoin just keeps doing the same price action over and over and over again, where you think it's almost too obvious to play out again. You're like, no, it can't be the same thing again, and it ends up being the same thing again. I think that's what happens to a lot of people. Like, oh, it's not gonna happen, and Bitcoin's never gonna do the same thing. It's too obvious, and then everyone thinks it's too obvious, so it ends up playing out. It's crazy, man. You know, like we talk about this through the same price action, and it ends up being the same price action again. Even the same price action is up here. It's just on a smaller time scale. You know, it's the W pattern that ends up being a little bit of a fake out, right here, right? It's look at it. I mean, it's the W. Boop boop boop. Come back up. All right, you're breaking out, woohoo! And then you just dump. The same thing that happened right here. W pattern. Fake out up, dump. And now you're back right here. Again. W pattern. Fake out. Dump. If it's going to happen again like it has the last 2 times. Let's see, man. And everyone's going to say, it's not going to happen again.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor.
Nothing's changed, man. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's not. I mean, I know people are gonna think it's not. This is funny, but every time I go on Twitter and Bitcoin pumps like 2% to the upside, it's like, oh my God, the bottom is in. It's without even waiting for any type of with any type of confirmation, you know. There's no indications that the bottom is in. There's zero indications that the bottom is in. Zero. I mean, as long as we stay in this bear flag, nothing has changed. You know?
Rant alert.
It's called denial? I guess so, Drunk Bear. Dumpy and Clumpy BitBoy. Is BB still alive? The 5th biggest channel in the interwebs. TJ, we need to get more subscribers. Ridiculous, man. We were the biggest channel in the interwebs. Now we're the 5th biggest channel in the interwebs. Like, shit, man. We need to get more subs. Christ, everyone's unsubscribing. What are we supposed to do? TJ, we need more marketing. More marketing. What are you doing? You're supposed to be in charge of marketing. I am the face here. I am the face. You're just a pleb who I let be a partner with me. Okay? We need more marketing. But, BitBoy, I'm doing everything I can. Do you see the size of my head? There's only so much I can handle. I do everything around here. And you just talk on the screen. I do everything. Be nice to me. Be nice. Did you just talk back to me? How dare you talk back to me? Anyone who disagrees with me is an idiot, a low IQ idiot. Do not talk back to me. Pleb. You know who I am? I am the face of crypto. And I can bench press 300 pounds. Come here, TJ. You want to mess with me? Oh, man. Anyways, explosion in the background. It's 4th of July. Come on, Clint. No, it's like the 10th of July. But, no, either way. Oh, God. We got explosions coming on in the background here. Anyways, guys. Looks like Bitcoin just holding up at the moment. Just holding up. Java just blew up the basement. Those aren't explosions, guys. Those aren't explosions. Oh, man. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday, man. I can see that. You know what I could tell? I could tell that everyone's getting bored of crypto. Here's what I've noticed with crypto. Whenever Bitcoin goes sideways for a month or longer, I can tell everyone starts getting bored. You know? And usually when everyone starts getting bored, that's when shit hits the fan. It was like, it's almost the same, well, let's look at the time frame here, actually. I'm curious. Let's actually do a little fractal. Not that I think it's going to play out the exact same way, but let's do a little fractal from over here. Let's go over here. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's bring a little fractal from up here and bring it over here. And then we post it over here. Oh, God. Let's go over here. If history was to repeat, super duper excited right now. If history was to repeat, okay? Which, I mean, like we said, it's almost, it's the structure, not every daily candle is going to be the same, but if history was to repeat, this is what the price action would look like. Which actually, I would not be shocked if something like this happened. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever. We'd put you down to like 15K. But, yeah, man. It's usually when everyone starts getting bored, that's when shit hits the fan, man. And then, you know, it was kind of the same thing up here. This was like 3 months of sideways, which blew, absolutely blew, except for traders. And then, obviously, that's the price action we see now. So we'll see, man. We'll see. What's going on, Ice Sniper? Yay, a new fractal. It's a bearish fractal. There's not a lot of bullish fractals right now. You know? There's not a lot of bullish fractals. Oh, a couple things that I wanted to like. When would Jordan get bullish? Okay? And because I'll ask me that. Like, Jordan, when would you flip bullish? You're freaking bearish as hell every day. When would you flip bullish? All right. So I went back in the past. I looked at the 200-day SMA. Every simple indicator, we're not doing anything groundbreaking here. But what I looked at is Bitcoin. It's when Bitcoin reclaims the 200 SMA with the moving average pointing to the downside. So I went back in time and I looked at all the times that that's happened. Okay, there's two scenarios. You can either have Bitcoin crossing the 200 SMA with it downsloping or upsloping. Okay, now what I noticed was when Bitcoin gets back above the 200 SMA when it's going to the downside, oh my God, it ends up not being like a new all-time high, but you can get a little bit of a rally, right? Like, for example, right here, Bitcoin got back over the 200 SMA, and you went on a nice rally. You didn't break all-time highs, but you went on a pretty nice rally there, right? Which was right here back in 2019. Same thing here in 2019, right? You got back over the 200 SMA. You had a decent rally from like 8,800 up to 10,500, right? And then, but here's the thing. If you cross it with it starting to point up, like you did right here in 2020, that's when you usually go on the massive bull run, right? It was right here. Get back above the 200 SMA. Everything's good. All right, awesome, to the upside. And you can see the same thing happen back over here. If you go all the way back in the past, same kind of deal. Right here in 2015, you crossed it with the 200 SMA coming down, ended up only being a little bit of a rally, and you dropped back below. And then you crossed it with it sloping to the upside, and that was the point when you went on the bull run. All right? And I think it was actually one more time down here, if I remember correctly. Let's see, is it more? Yeah, there was actually one more time over here, which was right here. So right here, right again, it went to the downside. You can't count that on being the bull market, but when you crossed it right here actually, you back tested it, and as soon as it started to cross back, it started to move back to the upside. That's when the bull market started, you know? So that's one thing I'm looking at. I mean, until we reclaim the 200 SMA, I'm not going to get super bullish. And that's at, let's see. Holy moly. Holy guacamole. That right now, that's sitting at, I think, like 35K, if I remember correctly. Like 36,000. 36,000. All I hear is fear and doom and bullets flying outside. That's funny, man. I love it, man. It's too funny. All right, 20,706. They using RPGs. Bullish depending on midterms. True. Flip bullish at 15K. John said flip bullish above 32K. Yeah, right now, if Bitcoin had one massive candle, it would be 36K. But obviously, that moves down every single day, right? You guys on the jokes, man. You guys on the jokes. All right. What else we got here? Clark said how? What's going on, Clark? He just says how. I don't know what that means, man. But I appreciate the super chat, bro. Oh, you're doing like a what do they call it? People like how, like one of those guys. You guys, I'm not saying that stuff. You guys are making funny jokes in the chat. I'm purposely not saying that stuff because YouTube's weird about stuff. But you guys are making funny jokes, man. And no, I'm not over there. Okay, I'm not on vacation right now. Let's see. CPI being priced in. DJ, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my man. It's always good when DJ's in here. No, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people are expecting. Who knows what to expect, right? What do you think? What do you think is going to be? I think we asked that earlier, but most people think the inflation number is going to be higher, and that's going to dictate. As I smack the bottle again, most people think that the CPI number is going to be higher. So We shall find out, man. We shall find out. I mean, if we dump beforehand, like DJ just said, it's going to be people thinking that it's going to be higher, and people are just going to start dumping beforehand. You know? So, who the frick knows? Let's wait until let's wait until at least tomorrow to see what kind of happens with the stock markets. Let's see if the futures are updating here. Yet, let's see. We're a little bit red on the open. Too early to tell.
Been watching you over 2 years now. I'm not always on the chat, but I'm always watching. Appreciate the dedication. Shout out horse face guy again.
Thanks, Mr. Yeezy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Not always in the chat. Yeah, there's a lot of people all right, who watches my stream every day but's not in the chat all the time. Let me know. There's a lot of people out there. But yeah, Nasdaq futures, S&P futures slightly down. It's too early to tell. Too early to tell if we're gonna do that. Fear and greed index, because we love the fear and greed index. Let's see what we got here. 22 on extreme fear on the fear and greed index. So that's it's a little shady too. A 22 on the fear and greed index. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're still clumped up in extreme fear. 34%. I mean, they love 34%. Why 34%? I think they should do 33% because 3 is the magic number. I think it should be 33% because then also 3 plus 3 equals 6. That's what I would go for. But 34%, I guess, is their way to go, apparently. Apparently. So to speak. Watch you every day, but not in the chat. Hamilton, you're in the chat every day. G-Man Crypto, Bob Basic. That would be me. Nice Kuro. Ezat. Nola. All my good friends in here. All my good friends. Yoga with Amit. Nice. I'm going to do yoga with Amit, the DJ. All right, guys. Let's see what we got. It looks like Bitcoin's going to chill, at least for right now. I think I'm going to call it a stream for tonight because it's Sunday. We saw the weekly close, all right? Everyone's projecting a red week this week. So let's see how Monday is. Like I said, futures are red so far, right? DXY is coming off a massive week. Are we going to see a new massive week for the DXY? All right, Nasdaq right at resistance. Can it break out? It's going to be a interesting week. I think this is going to be a volatile week. Some people will say no. I think this is going to be a volatile week for BTC. Based off time frame. We've been going sideways for a month. I think it doesn't seem like a month, but it is. It's crazy. Time goes by super fast in bear markets, man. I think time goes faster in bear markets than they do in bull markets. Last year felt like a long. It's already in July. Shit, man. It's Christ. All right, so I'll catch you guys later. Have a fantastic night. Fantastic night. And no, seriously. Have a fantastic night, guys. Nola said, who dat? What's going on, Nola? Good to see you, brother. No, have a good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Bitcoin's kind of just chilling at support. So, hey, expect the unexpected. Going into tomorrow, expect the unexpected going into this week, guys. Should be a lot of fun. Whether we dump, we pump, hopefully we get some price action. All right? Adios, my friends. Don't do anything I want to do. Don't panic sell your crypto. And most of all, don't be panic selling your crypto. All right? Adios, guys. Peace.